What's up, guys, and welcome back to Moist and Mighty Megastore. This is the series that never quits, the store that never closes, and I absolutely love it for it. So we have been hard at work. I've grinded off screen for a little bit, and I believe we have most everything figured out. And look at this right here, huh? Some baguettes. Those are not in the right place. So basically, I've ordered one of every item in the game, and I was waiting to see what was taken off and what was used and whatever else. And it looks like we don't have a spot for baguettes in our setup here, unless there's already a spot that's 100% full, but I really doubt that's the case. So what we're gonna do is take our pallet jack over here. We're gonna go pick this thing up. Of course, we don't have a spot on this side. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get back there. I think we're gonna have to go this way. But yeah, this has been bothering me for a really long time. We weren't sure if we had everything up on the storage racks, and now that is pretty much a guarantee unless I mess something up, which there is also a chance of that happening. But now we've got a couple of options. When we go through, we can see like, oh hey, this chicken is almost out. We can order some chicken. These two are completely out. We've got the guitar case and the little violin case and violin. We can go through, we could see it that way, or obviously inside here you can go into shopping and you could see we've got no apples on shelves. We've got, you know, 196 long grain rice left behind, so you can scroll through here. I just feel like it's kind of nice to be able to physically see it out here. Both have their use cases, but at least this is starting to come together. So yeah, that's been my main focus here, and it does look like we've had a couple deliveries backed up back here, so we're gonna wait and see how these workers work and see if any of these still get caught up here. But we now have a bay available, and we have a massive upgrade coming today. I could not be more excited. And you know what? We should probably open this store up. We've got 200 grand, but we're going to be flying through that. So let's make sure we've got an income coming in here. So if we go into, warehouse, honestly, I really want to organize the warehouse. Let's get level 12. We're going to purchase that. We aren't going to be able to get level 13 yet. Let me see where that goes. I really want to space these things out a little bit more. Oh, these expansions are just coming so slowly. We could start to work on that though. We do have, you know, I just feel like the aisles are too close. We're like, we can't even run our forklift down this aisle here because of the support beams. So we got to figure that out. But the more important thing is going to be outside. So let's go into growth, hoping these aren't going to be too expensive. So we can go 8,200 here, 9,400 here, 10,700 here. Let's see what this is looking like. So we've got a little bit of expansion back here. I think, were those all upstairs? We've got a decent amount of expansion up here, but nothing, honestly, a little bit underwhelming overall. We've got kind of an extension here. We need to get more of these guys on shelves. This is where I may have, because I was doing it over multiple days and I don't remember what, like, if you ever see an item that doesn't have a shelf on it, so I'm going to order these to dock number 1 and we're going to see if our restockers get to work on that. But yeah, so we've got upstairs expanding. I was really hoping for a downstairs expansion today. Upper floor, ground floor, ground floor. Okay, now we're going to start getting into it. I'm going to get these guys. More ground floor. Okay. So it looks like this wall has moved backwards. Interesting. I don't know if we want to move our self-checkouts or if we want to leave them where they are. To be honest, I was really wanting to expand the grocery store this way, but we might have to work with this. We'll see what happens. Maybe we do... I feel like we should probably move these over, honestly. So let's start with that, but we're going to have to close all these to move them. So we're going to wait till the next day. The big thing is, the thing I'm most excited for is if we come in here and we go to licenses, we're going to be getting our seafood licenses today. We've got new seafood furniture. We've also got new produce furniture for the, fruits and vegetables and things like that. So I really want to get this stuff looking very, very nice. These are going to be our two main objectives today. So we just got to figure out where we're going to put this. I like having the grocery store and bakery over here, so I'm thinking maybe, seafood could be kind of along the back wall, I guess, and then maybe produce along this wall. We're gonna have to figure out how we want to do this. That would make sense though, because we've already got like the freezer section over here, so maybe we have seafood against that. The thing is, we're gonna have to hire new like seafood employees and stuff too. I'm gonna buy a lobster tank and a fish stand. We aren't gonna have lobster till level 7, but I guess we're gonna have to go through and get all this anyway. Shoot, this is gonna be really expensive, isn't it? I'm just gonna buy all these all the way up to lobster. And then the other thing is we're gonna have to hire a seafood clerk to be able to work the behind the seat. We're gonna have to hire 2 people technically, but we've got plenty of space for that. We've got a new unloader. Oh no, unloaders we had before. I actually feel like Cadence looks decent here. I'm gonna hire her for tomorrow's early shift and we'll see how that works out. So we're gonna purchase these. We're gonna send them to the storefront. I'm gonna take a look at the footprint that we're working with here. We want to make sure that we have enough space, and whenever we move all these things and whatever else that we're moving at one time, move it nice or move it twice. I don't want to get us in trouble. Looks like we've got a lot of trouble out here in the parking lot here. Bumblebee Camaro getting up to no good, but all right. So we've got a little seafood tower and a lobster tank. So this thing isn't huge, and technically we could have lobster tanks along the back side here. The other thing is, I feel like produce is going to take up a lot of space too, so we just got to make sure that we're staying on top of that. And this is our, oh, wow. Okay, so our seafood thing, can we fit the, oh, you're telling me I can't fit this in here? Really? We could kind of do it like that. Customers expect clean fish, sit at the fish stand, use the cutting board to prepare the fish, then pack it and hand it to the customer. Oh, I didn't know this was going to give us a new job. Okay, we can do this. We're going to have to figure out how we want to lay this out though, dude. This is an absolute nightmare. I think we, for the most part, move stuff here. I like the bakery here. This is a nice setup. I think we move this stuff this way a little bit. We move the frozen section this way. Then we could have like produce, or maybe produce along the back wall, and then fish over here. We're going to figure out how that works. Let me go take a look at what we have for produce, just so we have a game plan once the store closes. So we've got outside corner produce, inside corner, small, wide, and then wooden, as well as circular. I'm gonna get a couple of wides. We're gonna get these along that back side, and then we'll see where we wanna go with it. I always feel like you kind of have like that back wall of produce. Got like all the little sprayers and stuff on it. Always smells so good. We're gonna get this thing figured out. We're gonna be a-okay. So let's grab these. Let's actually use our dolly, speed our job up a little bit. Thank you, sir. You can go ahead and head out. And we're gonna see what we've got going on here. I'm thinking toys are gonna have to go somewhere else. If you want it, to be honest, the toys are really kind of one of the weakest things that we sell. I could also see myself just kind of completely getting rid of them, but that's pretty good just in itself. Let me see how many items of produce we have. We want to think about the layout that we've got going on here. So we've got apple is going to go on a vegetable shelf. Lemon. Oh, you can sort it by vegetable shelves. That's nice. Carrots, grapefruit, avocado, bananas, cabbage, cucumbers, melons, onions, acorn squashes, tomatoes, pears, artichokes, pineapples, pumpkins, red apples, watermelons, zucchini, mandarin, mango, potato, dude, holy cow. Okay, I didn't realize we had this many things. Okay, we've got 28 items. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add, let's get half a rack of each of these. Half a rack, half a pallet, however you want to say it, because I want to see which one of these have spots on our warehouse and which ones don't, which is definitely going to be an unfortunate test we're going to have to do here. I feel like this is actually a pretty decent price for this. This is a lot of fruit that we're ordering, and it's only going to be $6,000, so I'm going to send this to dock number 1, and we're gonna see what happens. But yeah, that was 28 slots, and we have 10 slots per thing. 10 slots on the corners, 6 slots on those. That's kind of unfortunate. We've got 4 slots here. So if we do 2 of these and 2 of the big ones, that's gonna be 28 perfectly. Everything has 1 specific spot. I really like that. Or we could do these. Oh, do we want this? That looks kind of nice too. It's fine. All right, get our dolly back out. We got a plan here. We got to figure out the fish as well. I mean, tomorrow we're going to be working well, technically, I guess she will in the morning. Maybe we can in the afternoon just for a little bit of fun. We'll see what happens there. But, okay. Now, as soon as these customers get out of here, we can move all these back, move this stuff over, and we'll be in business. I feel like toys should be... We might move toys, honestly, upstairs would make a lot more sense. Now that we have the extra space for it, I mean, toys are like our least impressive thing that we have right now, so I'm just gonna move these guys up here, and we might have to reorganize toys at some point. Obviously, that could be a big seller. So we've got toys, electronics, sporting goods, stuff like that upstairs. That makes a lot more sense. But this is a challenge for a different day, because I don't like the toys. I like how I put this as far away as possible for no reason, just so our restockers are gonna have to walk that far. I feel bad. But that's gonna open this up a little bit. So I'm thinking, I mean, how far over do we wanna go? Let's make sure we try to keep these in the same setup. So it's like a quarter or an eighth off. I want to leave a little bit of space. Maybe something like this. I don't know if we're going to need more grocery shelves. I don't think we are. I think we're going to be okay. In terms of grocery licenses, we have... we don't have everything owned. Okay, so we are going to need more shelves at some point. I think they added more stuff, dude. That's amazing. Okay, make sure all these are snapped up against each other. Just get that first one down, then we can snap them. This leaves a decent amount of space there. Let me see if we get this guy set up here. I'm going to have this kind of start at the same place, maybe. Get them up against the wall. Do we like that, or do we... Yeah, that leaves enough room for the bakery. Let's get this even, though. I don't want anything to be too perfect. We could even start with one of these. If we move this here, do one of these guys instead, and then have this guy here. That's kind of nice. Second one next to him, and then we can have one over here, which fits in nicely. I do kind of want to get a second set of shelves. I don't really know. Let me go see how many pieces of seafood we have. So there's 2. I don't even know how this works. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. This fish stand only has 8 slots on it. I don't know if we could get multiple fish. Maybe we don't really focus on this until we have a better idea as to what's going on. But that, I mean, I feel like we're going to need so many of those. We're going to have to hire so many employees. We'll see. Maybe one employee can run multiple of them. I'm not sure. What we need to start doing is getting these guys out here, which it looks like we did have at least a few of these on our setup. So I'm just going to go kind of random. We'll just put these in random spots, but we're going to throw, you know, these into a little shelf. Then we can throw this over here. Let's just go get our grab our dolly here, and we're gonna want one off of each of these. So we need to find lemons. We're gonna need these. We're gonna need these. We're gonna need those 2 bananas and pears. Hold on, I'm gonna take photos here just so we don't forget. I think that's an avocado, not a pear, Trev, but you guys know what I mean. And then hopefully we can grab... Not going to be able to grab one of those, but back left is still going to be coming. What we could do is organize this into fruits and vegetables, which would make it look a little bit nicer. So maybe we do that. Onion is a vegetable. We're going to throw vegetables down there. Melon, technically that's a fruit, right? Okay, we'll bring this guy back. Cucumbers, lettuce, carrots, and grapefruit can stay down here. Hopefully these people don't touch the... I guess we could just start putting these out. Ooh, melons are new. We've never seen these before. That's kind of fun. So we're going to go for our 30% upcharge. And let's start throwing these guys in here. Some cucumbers. Carrots we've definitely seen before. Cabbage I don't remember seeing. Yeah, we definitely got... Oh, there's only 6 slots for cabbage. I feel like we should have 2 cabbages. But then that's going to mess up our setup. So we're not going to do that. We're just... Sorry, guys, you're going to be replacing cabbage a lot, but that is what it is. Onions are looking good. Really, we probably should have waited to start filling these until we see what everything is, but I'm not too worried about it, dude. As long as everything has a spot, then we're gonna be fine. Let's leave that at 31%. I like $3 on an onion. Okay, so we wanted the lemons, the pears, and the bananas. We're gonna send this out to the storefront so nobody grabs those from us. Just 1 box of each. We're gonna be able to get these back on shelves, and then we could close this thing up and bring in the next shipment. This part of it is dude, like, the thing is we obviously growing was harder, so we didn't have the money to focus on storage and other things early on. If we were restarting from scratch with $100,000 right now, we'd be able to very nicely organize everything the entire way. Obviously, we didn't have access to that. Ooh, I like the way these things lay out. That is nice right there. Lots of bananas. All right, so we're gonna be looking at like maybe $4, $3.75. For a little thing of bananas. We got lemons here. Lemon is a citrus. Would you put citrus next? I'm just gonna go here. But then on top of that, I mean, we've been getting updates. Like, a lot of these didn't even exist back in the day, so we're just trying to make it work. I mean, technically, I guess we could completely upend the store the entire way, but there's just no way that's gonna make sense. Avocado, fruit, vegetable. I'll throw them in the middle. I mean, it grows on a tree, so that makes it a fruit, right? What makes a fruit a fruit? Oh, they've got the misters. Oh, I was talking about those. That's amazing. Okay, now all of these, we're just going to pick these guys up. Wait, did we? Avocado, grapefruit, melon. Yeah, we did. We're going to pick all these guys up, and we're going to be able to throw these in the restock area, and they should be able to take care of those going forward. Now, these guys are going to be a problem. These did not have anything taken off of them, so I think these are gonna have to find a spot on a warehouse. Oh, that is a nightmare. Okay, you know what? We're gonna worry about the warehouse later, okay? I would love to do it now, but I'm more interested in getting stuff out there and making more money so we can get more XP and buy more expansions and whatever else. So I'm just gonna move these over here for now. We need to expand this warehouse. We need to be able to drive down the lanes with our forklift. It's just not a worthwhile time investment right now. And you know what we could do? These ones that are super full, this would actually make a lot more sense. If we move these all the way back here, we could just buy more of these. Let's send these to storefront, I guess. But that way we have a bunch of open slots that are easily accessible, so we could still be getting stuff on shelves. It's just not a permanent location or anything. We're gonna be fine here. Look at this. We're gonna have a spot for 2 brand new shelves right here, and that way when we order more stuff, whatever produce comes in the next section that we haven't seen before, we're gonna be able to get stuff directly on a shelf, and we can at least halfway have this thing organized for now. So these have all been taken from our restockers at some point or another, which means that they are on a shelf somewhere in this totally unorganized warehouse. So we're going to put those over in the restock zone. We're going to send this off, and we're going to have a bunch more items coming in. So we've got, I think, 3.5 truckloads. We've got 28 items coming in. What do they come in? 8 items at a time. So we're going to have our work cut out for us here, but it's going to be well worth it. And now, whatever's new, we can actually get up right here. But what we're gonna do to start is let's just come through here and let's grab pallet is reserved to a staff. You're gonna use the whole pallet? Can I take one? No. There's no way you can use the whole pallet, bro. Okay, I'll take that then. And I'll take this one. And now we're just gonna get these guys back out here. So we've got pumpkins. That's kind of fun. Throw some pumpkins over here. Only 2. Those things are gonna have to be reorganized constantly. We've got more fruit over here. Throw some pears down. Throw these down. I'm just kind of going random willy-nilly with it. Just, oh, tomatoes a fruit, isn't it? I'm gonna put it next to the vegetables, though. I feel like it makes more sense over there. Would tomatoes actually be with the fruit in the store or not? I'm not sure. Acorn squash we could throw over here. I kind of like how it's going to be super random. All right, let's go grab some more before they end up selling out. Not selling out, but being taken up. So we're going to have pineapples. Ooh, this one was almost taken from us. All right, so this whole delivery is set. You want to beat them before they clear that thing so that we don't have to order it again. So we got some Zut. Ooh, some mandarin oranges. Yes, these things are amazing. Look at how nicely those things tie in there. We got some watermelons. We can get up to 4. We've got some apples. I'm gonna put those over here. And whatever doesn't have a price, we know for a fact that's not gonna be on a what's it called in the back. So like pineapple, apple, watermelon, and then all these guys are all brand new. It should be pretty obvious though, because they're not gonna pull anything off of those. So we're gonna go, we're gonna be looking to get, 30%-ish on each of these. And then we're gonna be able to clean all this back up. We're gonna have to go back in the back. We're gonna have to work the forklift and get these guys on their specific setups. Dude, this is freaking, it's so worth it once you get it done, but this is freaking exhausting. There's so much behind the scenes work you have to do. We could at least get these first one, so anything that only has one gone obviously does not have a spot. So tomatoes and those things are good, but these we're gonna start throwing over here. It's nice when you can just do this ground floor because it's nice and easy, but then we're gonna have to start coming in with the forklift before we know it. So we've got all those set up, and now we're gonna be using this guy to get them up on higher levels. That is one thing they could have, is like in the computer system, it should tell you, I think these things have numbers on them, right? 31, 7, 15. Yeah, eventually maybe we can get those in the right order. But it should tell you what warehouse stack it's on. It might do that. Part of me wonders if it does. Wait, what? How did I drop that? Would be an absolute game changer if it did. All right, one last one in here, and then we're gonna be able to take our next shipment, and we are almost ready to go on produce. After that, we're gonna have to get into some fish. Oh my gosh, bro, it actually worked out too. I love all the presentations. Like, some stuff is so neatly organized. These potatoes are kind of random. These butternut squash, ooh, dude, a nice butternut squash, like pasta. It's kind of like a fake noodle. It's so freaking good. But look how some of these are stacked up in triangles. Some are a little bit chaotic. Some are neat in rows. Some are literally perfect, like these kiwis here. I just love what this wall adds. Eventually we might end up adding like kind of a turn and stuff and maybe get it down here to the corner. It's just tough because and this is again, as we grow, as we make more money, as we get these expansions, we get into weird scenarios where we're seeing new opportunities we didn't have before. And the game really makes it hard to change anything, which is unfortunate. I wish you could just throw items out so that you could start fresh and like empty spaces, but it doesn't let you. I feel like that's kind of a must needed situation. But yeah, there we go. Produce wall is good to go. Now we just got to get our fish ready. But first, I've got to make sure that I get all of these guys up on their respective spots in some warehouse shelving up here. So this is going to take me a minute, but we're almost there. And the last one fits right up here like a glove, baby. Okay, so this is all complete. We're gonna be able to ship this thing back off. Gonna come in here. We're gonna go in. You know what? I do think. Let me manage staff. I'm gonna fire Cadence. Sorry, Cadence. It's the name of a really good sushi spot here in Orlando, but I really want to run my own sushi self for right now, our fish self, just to kind of see how it works. So we're going to get some sardines. We're going to have to get all of this stuff on new things too. I didn't even think about that, dude. That is an absolute nightmare. I'm just going to get one of everything that we have unlocked so far. We're going to need multiple setups here. We're going to do full pallets because we know we don't have any of this, so we might as well get ahead on it. This game is just so interesting. It's like you can kind of skate by. You can just order one of everything and make it work, Trev, or we can order 12 of everything. I think is there a button for full pallet? I'm not sure. Let's make sure this is on dock number 1. But we're gonna try to front load a little bit of the work here. This is gonna be $15,000 in seafood. We're getting a bulk discount now? Interesting. Every time you order a full pallet. Okay, so we want to start doing a little bit more of that, I think. All right, so we're going to purchase all of these to dock number 1. How many items was that? 3, 6, 9, damn you, fine, 12, 14. So we're going to need a second one of these, and then I'm going to say, let's get some more warehouse equipment. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're going to get 2 more of these. We're going to order all of this out to the storefront, and then what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna have seafood pallets. So if we move these guys over here, these are all the fruit and veggie pallets that we had, so at least stuff is staying kind of together now. And that's another thing, bro, like it'd be so nice if like we had all vegetables and all fruits and all whatever else, but we've been unlocking new things as we go, so it's just not possible to make that happen. But we're okay. Oh, the seafood comes in looking like this. Do we have to refrigerate this? I didn't even think about that. Hopefully not. Let me see. Oh, we're gonna have to get the pallets in here first. Here we go. Got these 3 guys here. Thank you very much. This is the longest night that we have ever had in this game, dude. Just absolutely grinding. So let me throw this down for a moment. We're going to take this guy. We're going to have to figure out a spot for those, but that's a time for a different hour, I guess. I was going to say different day, but we're going to have to figure it out before we start the next day. So let's put this guy back here. We're going to be able to get these in here, and this is where we're going to put our seafood. So if we take this, we can get this over here, and we now have full pallets of seafood ready to go, but we can only do the 2 on the bottom. I guess we could do full, well, we're going to be fine. Oh, what we could do, what if we moved stuff out? Oh, dude, this is genius. We can move stuff out with a hand cart and then just pick it up very easily with the thing without having to go up and down this ramp, because driving this is actually fairly easy and I really like whipping around in it, but the ramp is just an absolute nightmare. So now we could throw stuff like that. Oh, okay. Smarter, not harder, Trev. That's what I'm talking about. This is absolutely amazing, bro. Look at that. Okay. That is the fastest that we have ever unloaded anything. I love it. The thing is we are going to need 1 from each of these. Can we still... Oh, shoot. We still grab these? We're not going to be able to... Oh, no. Oh, we can. Okay. So I'm going to take 1 off of each of these. And then everyone that we're about to add up there, we're going to want to take another one. Throw 1 over there, throw 1 over here, throw 1 over here. I took that from the wrong one. I would have been really upset, but we're good. And then we could take this guy. We could pick these up, and we could stack these up nicely. We know that these need to go out to the actual seafood spot, and so now we could get these guys up top too. This is going to be so much fun. I love that these come in like the styrofoam containers and everything. I cannot wait. So we're going to be going to Japan soon. I cannot wait to bring you guys vlogs. I can't, like, the trip is going to be so freaking sick. I cannot wait for the Tsukiji fish market. If you guys have been, let me know if you guys have any suggestions or anything. I've watched so many videos on it. I mean, it's obviously just kind of a market. You walk around, eat whatever you want. But if there are any can't miss things, bro, I am eating so much fish. I feel so bad for Chelsea because she has a fish and shellfish allergy. So, I mean, she's going to be eating that nice Japanese Wagyu, but nothing compares to you know, fresh diced up fish and stuff. So very much looking forward to that. And this is going to be our last one right here, at least for this first truckload. So we can send that off, grab another one of these, throw it over here, and then we could get this thing up on the shelves. And that's going to be our first pallet rack completely filled here. So things are coming together. And now look at this. Look at how smart we were. We could take this. Let's just skip this thing around. Get him over here. We could take this, and we've got ourselves a fresh new setup that we can start putting stuff directly on. Are there fewer? There might be fewer things than I thought. How many items fit on here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Why are we only going to have 14? Did I not order everything, or how does this work? I don't know. Oh, the other thing is like lobster won't go in the seafood rack, so we'll have to wait and see how that works out. But if we have extra space, that's fine. I'm not going to be too worried about that. So let's get this guy, get him set up there. This guy is going to be just right here. And I guess that's it. Is that really it? I feel like that was really short. Okay, we're going to have to double check all this. So let me get these guys out front. Yeah, we only have... I feel like we're missing stuff. Oh boy, I gotta hate when this doesn't add up. So I'm gonna take a look here. We've got the 6 of... I'm just gonna start putting these things out in order, and we'll see if it all adds up, which there's no way it's gonna add up because I see 14 things there. Well, we did have 14 things. Why did I count? Did I say 28 from... I don't know what I did. Okay. Sardine, mackerel, small mackerel, mackerel. Ooh, I love a nice mackerel. Sardine... I'm just going to go like this. We're going to go left side to right side. So we've got sardine. We want small mackerel. Do we want to go across? I guess we'll go up and down. And then they're going to want mackerel. Herring is next. Oh, gosh, dude. I mean, I love fish. I don't really like looking at fish on ice. I'm not going to lie. Herring, perch, and then sea bass. Appreciate their sacrifice here. They are absolutely delicious. But it is kind of sad to think about. All right, next up. Bream trout. Tilapia, snapper, squid, shrimp, crab, whatever. Bream, trout. Oh, shoot. Is it sea bream or is it the red bream? It was sea bream. Let me take these guys back. That was red snapper there, Trev. I don't know how you didn't catch that. Okay, bream. Dude, a nice rainbow trout. Oh, my goodness. Those things are so freaking delicious. We got that there. And last thing is going to be red tilapia over here. Then we're going to have our crab and crawfish. Okay, I didn't know if that was going to be... We're going to have crab here. Okay, so we still don't have lobster. That kind of looks like a lobster, but now I can see it being a crawfish. We're going to put crawfish out here, do a nice little crawfish boil. Those are also absolutely delicious, and we're going to get these guys all up to about that 30% mark. Whoo, these things are expensive, bro. What? It's going to be 12 bucks. Is this a pound of mackerel, or is this a mackerel, or how does this work? Oh my goodness. Okay. Perch is really expensive. Wait, we're going to make so much money here. You already know that crab is going to bring in a nice price here. We're going to be able to go 30, 50. Yes, we can. And crawfish, not going to be quite as good, but maybe like a 17.50. Beautiful work, Trev. Okay. This is looking good. We do have 4 more slots if we want them. But I kind of just, I guess we could fill those. I wanted to get to the lobster, but if we buy something, I want to make sure that we have enough for it. So licenses. This is going to be like pre-cut fish. We've got that. Oh, there's our lobster. Okay, let's get those. And we'll call it there. We finally have a lobster. So we're going to be able to get blue crab, king salmon, and lobster. Let's get all these maxed out. Going to order these back to Dock 1. Looking good. Now let's grab our recycling bin. And we're just going to get all of this stuff in here. Made a bit of a mess, but that's okay. Leave this here for now because we are going to need it in a minute. Dude, we've got this thing down to a science. We're looking okay here. We're doing the thing. It's just taking a while. So we're going to take one of each of these. We're going to be able to get these out on display, and then we're going to have to get those back up into the warehouse. So lobster are obviously going to be going in this lobster tank. Looks like we can fit a lot of lobster in there. And then these, I'm assuming, was it blue crab first? Let's just make sure. Yeah, blue crab, then king salmon. Gonna be able to put our blue crab next to our crustaceans. And then the salmon is gonna be going over here. And it does look like there are some fish. Eventually, we're gonna be able to get into stuff that's already pre-sliced and stuff, which means we won't have to man this. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting how that works out. Wow, dude. Blue crab is the king right now. 42.50. And then this salmon is also going to be up there. 42.25. Well, actually lobster. We got to check on lobster here. This is also, oh my goodness, dude. 65 bucks. Nope. 62.50. Yes. Beauty. And last but not least, we're going to get this stuff reorganized again. So we're going to take this, we're going to put it out here, and we're going to get them up on the shelf. And then I think we should be good to open the store up as soon as we have the checkouts organized, which we're going to be able to do right now. So I want to make sure I close these in order. So we're going to close 1, close 2, close 3, close 4, close 5. And then we can move these directly back. Gonna try to keep these as organized as possible here. Get them in the same spots they were at before. I really love our self-checkout situation. It's been good to us. I don't know if closing and unclosing changes the number. I don't think it does, but I'm just being really, really careful here because it would drive me nuts if it did. Is that too tight there? I feel like that's fine. We could probably back it up a little bit, honestly, Trev. Maybe something like this. I don't want it to be like overbearingly cramped over here, but we have a lot more room. We could add more self-checkouts now. This is coming together so nicely. So we've got those there. Then we can get these guys back open, and we're going to be able to close all of you guys and get you guys moving back as well. To be honest, it feels a little overkill, all these things, but I guess that's fine. Can never have enough. We don't want any customers waiting. If they're, sitting in line ready to spend us money, then that's a best case scenario. Technically, we could get one more. Do we want one more here, or what do we think? I feel like we get one more. Self-checkout, 1,500 bucks. Looks good to me. And we can grab this guy, send this back. I meant to send that out front, but we can get this guy set up so we're nice and even across the board here. Just get them like that. And I kind of feel like we should add some more on this side eventually, but we'll see. At least you've got kind of a nice entrance. Maybe we'll be able to get like a fountain or something in here, make it look nice. I don't know. But, okay. I think we're ready. Actually, just kidding. We're going to have to move this stuff over. I say, well, let's just temporarily move it over here for now. I really want to see how this fish works. So we'll work on, I think we're going to have to buy all the licenses for the upcoming, or the next products for our supermarket side of things. And then we're going to have to figure out how many of these things we want. We're going to have to kind of reorganize everything again. So it's all going to be a work in progress here, but we could just kind of temporarily make a little bit more space on this backside for our seafood segment. And honestly, we could, let me get this lined up nicely. We could do the seafood like this. Could be a good setup. Hanging off a little bit over there. If we move this back this way, I think this could potentially be perfect. And bam, we've got our seafood. Get this put away, move this back here. And then we can have our lobster, I guess, just kind of off on the side right here. Let people grab that on their own. And I think we're going to be good to go, baby. Holy cow, that was so much work. Just to get this, oh wait, hold on. We want to end the day. So we had a pretty good day there. $31,400 in sales. Not 314,000, Trev. But all right, we're looking good. Let's go ahead and get this thing open. And one other thing I wanted to check on. I'm wondering if he has. How you doing, sir? Once a talented coder, maybe in a future update you'll be able to hire him. Still can't hire our guy over there. So yeah, this is looking good. I think we could get some more checkouts in here. Just kind of thinking about the future. Want to organize this, get all of our groceries. I would really like to get the full supermarket totally open with all the fish and everything eventually. And then up top, this is going to be all the fun stuff. So you've got your electronics, you've got your musical instruments. We're going to have our toys back here. So things are, they're really starting to come together. And we are going to be managing the seafood station here. Can I have a blue crab, please? Yes, sir. All right. So I'm going to take, oh gosh, I'm sorry, buddy. So we just have to click it, and then then we can take this and wrap it up in saran wrap form. How you doing, sir? Looking for a sea bass. All right, so we're just gonna get to work here, slice this thing up. There you go. And honestly, that's pretty low key. I thought we were gonna have to actually line things up and stuff. Cooking Simulator 2 did come out, and I'm kind of tempted to play that at some point, but we'll see, dude. I want to make sure we take care of all the series we currently have going. But look at this, dude. Another massive addition to our supermarket. How we doing, sir? Looking for some protein in this mackerel? Dude, I love mackerel so much. Oh my goodness, enjoy that. And we've got you over here. One crawfish, just one crawfish for you. That's all. Oh, and a red snapper. Okay, snapper's great as well. Go ahead and clean this guy up, get you taken care of. And all right, now the question is on employees. Feel bad that we fired her because we totally didn't have to. Cora, Uriel, Jules. I'm not really worried about pay. I'm more worried about work speed and stuff. I mean, his movement speed isn't bad, but I think work speed is going to be the most important. So I'm going to hire Uriel. Will he run both of these is the question. Uriel's back here. He just took care of her. He is going to run back and forth. Okay, that's nice. So what I'm going to do, just temporarily, we definitely want to try to, I'm going to go, I mean, he's better and he's cheap. Okay, we're going to put him on the late shift. So they're just going to manage the 2 seafood spots and we should be good. We don't need multiple seafood people in there. We do still have a decent number of employees. We've got 2 more employees we can eventually get. We should probably go through and see if there's anybody really, really good. 129, 118 on a restocker. That's pretty good. Restockers. Dude, we have so many restockers. Hold on. Okay, I don't think we need this many restockers, do we? We've got 3 early and 3 lates. Yeah, we're definitely going to be able to hire this guy or this girl, Urelli. $137, 129, 118. See our worst restocker here, probably Adeline. I'm sorry, I don't think. Actually, Joanna. She's fired. She's on the late shift, so we're going to come in to hiring. We're going to put her on the late shift. 97 and 122 is also a bit of an upgrade over. Well, yeah, I think so. Okay. Adeline, sorry, you got to go. Just not picking up the slack here. We're going to put Harley on the early shift. Now, Bryson has still been doing all of the bakery stuff early. Since we have capacity for it, I do think I'm going to hire another baker here. We've only got one option. Hunter, we're going to put him on the late shift. Unloader, worst unloader is 112 and 85, 117, 93, 118, 126. Wow, okay, so late shift for Mauricio, I'm sorry. Salma, welcome to the squad. And then last but not least, seafood clerk we already did. Okay, so we've got a new team, we've got a new department, and we've got tons of customers in here. Holy cow, dude, that was so good. I love this game. I really love that we're kind of slow playing this and we keep coming back to it. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for putting in another shift here at Moist and Mighty. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Maybe we'll try to make this like a weekly series. I'll try to get a little bit more consistent with it. But again, we got a lot going on the channel at the moment. So appreciate you guys. I'll catch you all later. Peace out.